All right, this is Davis. We're back at the Cruisin' for a Cure, and we're talking with Greg and his Chevelle, I take it.
It is 1970 Chevelle. It's a Super Sport.
What's it got under the hood?
It's got a 427 big block in it. I've had it in there since 1977. I've owned the car since 75. It's kind of part of the family.
And you put that engine together yourself?
I sure did. I did a whole frame off on it about 7-8 years ago. Took the body off. We made a cart for it so we could roll the body around, and had the frame powder coated. I wired the whole car myself. Put airbags on it. Did all the motor work. I didn't do the paint, but I did put it all together, and it was like a 4-year endeavor.
Not something overnight. Not one of these.
Definitely not overnight. It's like you sleep it and dream it. You wake up in the middle of the night thinking, oh, I think I gotta change that chrome, or I gotta paint this. I can't forget to buy that, or it's always something.
And you have no problem with the headers?
No, absolutely. The headers work perfect. We actually they're the short tube 2-inch headers. They look good, and I don't have any ground clearance issues with them. I'm really happy with the headers.
Any future plans for road shows or car shows, road trips?
I'm probably done for the season. I'm probably going to do Temecula in March. I do that every year, and so I'll probably take the car down, maybe do a few things to the car over the winter. A couple little things I want to fix. That's about it. I think for the year I'm pretty well done. Maybe a hamburger stand here or there, but that's about it.
And that's all that really matters, right? Looking good?
Looking good and sounding good, and having no ground clearance issues.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us.
Right, you're welcome. Thank you.
My name's Bill Dogger, and this is my 1968 Javelin SST. I picked it up about 8 years ago. It was a total wreck. Had one of these when I was in high school and used to drag race it in Cleveland, and it was actually the same color as this. This is a completely restored motor. Everything is all original on this. There's no aftermarket parts on this thing except for the headers and the Edelbrock. And it took me about 2 years to do it. And yeah, it's a daily runner. I can drive this all over the place. It's won a couple of second place prizes or trophies. And it's all original. Okay, the engine's a 343. And the only thing we did to it was completely rebuilt it. Put headers on it, an Edelbrock carburetor, and a cam, but all the other parts are all original. Everything's been removed and restored. I don't know. The speedometer doesn't work. Well, it works, but it shows like 70, but I just can't imagine it only has 70,000 miles on it. It was purchased here in California in 1967, so it's one of the first ones out. But this one was actually a white car. But they all came off the line as a white car, and then they took them and did the red, white, and blue on them. So it is actually how they did these cars. Like I tell all my friends, I couldn't figure out what color to paint it. So.
All right, we're here with Lewis. Tell us about your Charger. 1968 family car, third owner of it. My parents were the second owner. Been restored about 6 years. We tried to keep it as close to original stock as possible. My mom being an ex-street racer at the time, we kind of fixed it up the way she would have wanted. She was still able to drive, and she was still with us today. So,
what's under the hood there?
383. It's a built 383 motor, about 490 horsepower, 495 torque.
Any aftermarket parts?
Headers, disc brakes, Mallory ignition. Hedman headers supplied the headers for us, so works real good for us.
Do you have any future plans for the car?
No, we're going to pretty much run it the way it is. Again, it was a family car, so it's going to stay within the family. We're currently doing another car that we can play around with a lot more.
Are you going to take this one out and race it?
My son's coming home from the service, and once we get his car done, yeah, we're going to take it down to the track, and we're going to put a couple passes on it and see what it does.
Excellent. Thanks for talking with us.
No problem. Thank you.
How you doing? Yeah, my name's John Canepa, Westminster, California, and out here cruising for a cure today. This is my 1959 Chevy Apache, full custom. Did a 2-inch chop. Also lowered the windshield frame, so the top line of the glass is all even. Molded the whole front end, all one piece, seamless. A lot of work into the bed as well. I completed all the work myself. All the paint and body, all the metal work. I cut my own glass. The chassis is just as nice as as the exterior of the truck. Power plant is a Chevy 350 with Hedman headers and just a host of other goodies. And man, the truck runs and drives awesome. So it took me about 2 years to build, and I did all the paint and the body as well, PPG pearl paint. And yeah, man, I'm really happy with the results. So it's fun to have it out here at the shows.
You did all this work yourself?
I did, yeah. I did everything except the upholstery. So all the metal work, all the body, the paint. I did all the wood refinishing. I did the exhaust, all the chassis work, air suspension. Like I said earlier, I cut all my own glass. Yeah, man, I did everything.
Lots of hours, lots of sweat, lots of problems. But you have the facilities to do this at your house, or do you have a shop?
Yeah, no, I have a small shop at home, and I built the whole truck. The truck never left my garage for anything except the upholstery. So yeah, I just make it happen, man. It takes a lot of hard work, a lot of patience. But I've also it's each build is a learning experience. So I'm consistently learning and growing, and I love the craft, and it's rewarding when it all comes out nice. You take the time and take it to the next level, and it pays off. So it's been fun.
All right, this is Davis, and we're talking to Gary, and he's going to tell us about his 1965 Shelby. Yeah. And you got this? Your brother got this?
This is my brother's car. I bought a 65 Shelby in 1965, and he bought this car from Carroll Shelby. It was delivered to him by Ford. It's not a true Shelby car, but it was bought from Carroll Shelby in 1965.
And that was at the facility there in El Segundo, correct?
That's
by
correct.
The airport?
Yes, right by just south of the airport.
That's right. And you currently take this car out racing now.
I raced it for years with my brother. I drove, and it was his car, but I also raced mine as well. And then I sold mine when I first got married, and he kept this in a garage where it was hardly ever driven. So when he passed away, I took it over and made it race ready, and so it's race ready. I'm going to start next year.
All right, so getting back to the engine.
Yes. The engine that I'm running right now, it's a 347 stroker motor.
Okay.
But when it's raced, it's a 289 engine with about 475 horsepower.
Dang, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. And as far as what's transmission, 4-speed?
No, this one's a 5-speed.
5-speed.
When I race it, it's only a 4-speed.
How long does it take you to swap out drivetrain to get it?
It usually takes me a couple of days, but I have plenty of time to do it between races.
Any other projects that you're working on?
No, just this one. This has been in the family since it was brand new, and so I'm a one-car person. I just do it as a hobby. I love speed, but I love road racing more than I do like drag racing or the other types of racing.
All right, this is Davis, and we're standing here with Derek and his 73 Maverick.
Correct, 73.
And maybe you can tell us a little bit about the engine and what you've done to it.
It's a pretty basic build. Basically, it's a stock block 302. I went ahead and put a small B&M blower on it, which is actually a Holley blower, sorry. And just mild build up. I'm not too sure what the horsepower does, and it has a small 50 shot of nitrous on it.
Have you taken it out on the track?
This is more of a street car. I have another Maverick, which is more for drag racing and stuff. So this is more of a cruiser.
And how long have you had this car again?
89.
And you take this thing out daily?
Used to. Sort of. Used to. It used to be a daily driven car with air conditioning, everything, but I obviously did too much to it. Exactly.
Any future plans for this?
The motor's pretty tired. It has about 40,000 miles on the motor right now, and a hard 40,000 miles. So I put a smaller pulley on it, try to get a little more boost out of it, and it didn't like it. So probably going to be redoing the motor.
You have a 9-inch rear end?
8. So it's good enough. It's automatic. So.
And as far as the hood, is this something I've never seen before, a carbon fiber hood?
This is a carbon fiber hood. I manufacture these. It's a side business of mine, and I make carbon fiber hoods for oddball cars like a Maverick.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for sharing.
Okay. Thank you.